stuff, you quickly pick up on that. Same with us. I mean, typically, things do have to be, quote unquote, mansplained, even to some men, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not just mansplaining the women. You have to mansplain the men, too.
I get on this I hate to sound like this, but I do it. I'm sorry. I do this on the internet, and then I realize that I'm talking to an idiot sometimes because you're trying to explain something and they just aren't getting it. And then you're like, it's even worse because in person you can actually see the reaction and to see if light bulbs are going off. But when you're doing it online, you're like, oh, no, there's nobody home. Ding dong. Yeah. No, there's nobody home.
That's right. Well, when you look at it last night, the Dodgers played. Ohtani hit number 43. So
big time. That's
big deal. Yep, leading the league. So I guess the whole deal with him having this $250 million lawsuit brought against him because of shenanigans going on in a real estate deal in Hawaii doesn't look good for him. First, it was the betting controversy. Now it's this. I mean, is Shohei surrounded himself with good people, or what are we doing? I mean, because it just seems like that, now he's starting to get more fame. Now, obviously, he's got more fortune. But, man, it just seems like he's been finding himself in the news lately this year. First time ever, mostly a quiet guy. But now you got two controversies. The betting, a lot of people still believe that it was him. They don't believe that it was his interpreter.
Well, yeah, but the thing is that we can't be all-knowing, and especially a person with that much money and gets these investments going on, they're not on top of every investment. I mean, perfect example was Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
He owned a restaurant in Florida, on the other side of Florida, right? Mm-hmm. And a person got drunk at his restaurant and then drove home and then got in an accident and I think killed somebody or something like that. And the liability got sued back on to not only the restaurant, but they're suing Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
What does Tiger Woods have to do with a restaurant that he just owns and doesn't, I mean, come on. Can you be responsible for that when you're not even at the restaurant?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's something, though, that, you got to be aware of whenever you do own businesses and things like that. And just like this, $250 million deal going bad in Hawaii is probably not something you want right here, right before the playoffs start, right before everything's going with baseball. But obviously, last night he hit number 43 and didn't affect him. So we'll keep an eye on it and check on it and see where it goes from here. But we'll see. I'm pulling for the guy. I think he's a great baseball player. I think he does a lot of things right. Obviously, I'm not with him all the time, so I don't really know. I'm going to move over real quick. UFC and Paramount, $7.7 billion with a B, 7-year deal. Man, so next year, starting in 2026, no more pay-per-view. So all of the people will get to see all of the stuff. No more pay-per-view. Is that good for the sport? Is it bad for the sport? Is it good for the fighters? Is it bad for the fighters? I mean, they get paid off of the gate, obviously, but they also get paid because at the end of every show, Dana White says, hey, we had this amount of buys for pay-per-view. Yeah. But obviously, $1.1 billion a year will probably cover it. What do you think, Brandon?
Yeah, $1.1 billion a year for the next, 7 years? So,
7.
I mean, it's hard to argue against it. I mean, look at the examples you have in front of you. Look at the contractual agreements with the NFL, with the MLB, with the NBA. Look what those guys are getting paid. Millions, hundreds of millions. I think that is the direction. I mean, these fighters sometimes, it takes a while for them to get to that main card, and it's hard fought to make a lot of money in the UFC, climbing the ranks and getting up there. I think this leaves a lot more opportunity for guys to make money, first of all, and to grow the sport. Because how many people were actually buying pay-per-view? I wasn't.
No,
I love UFC. I wasn't buying it.
No, I loved it when they said the fight nights. The fight nights were where it was at, and then watching the preliminary or
watch the preliminaries because they were free. When it went off, I was trying to find a website to see if I could watch it on.
Yeah, somebody used to stream it on Facebook sometimes, but that's where you just got to see. I just think it's going to be good for them. I think it's going to, because sometimes those guys only make $10,000 a fight. The lower level guys.
Lower level,
yeah, entry level.
There's guys over here in Pensacola.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a whole, school where they teach.
Yeah, they do.
No, but pay-per-view hurt boxing.
Yeah.
It's been on the decline for years and all that because pay-per-view hurt it.
Yeah.
So now you get more exposure, but they get less money temporarily.
UFC hurt boxing. though. That's I have to say.
Yeah,
I think
but they're already hurting
they made
before
more.
that.
I know, but I'm saying
Yeah.
because they were taking dives and stuff,
I was looking
being
at that,
bought out and all that. So especially like with the big time people, they wasn't supposed to lose. And I'll go to my grave thinking Buster Douglas was should not have beaten Mike Tyson that night. Obviously, Mike Tyson didn't seem like he was the same Mike Tyson. He wasn't ready. But
They put straight ice on his wounds.
I just don't know.
He was being mismanaged.
Yeah.
Because I forgot the name of the Italian guy. He died. He passed away.
Yeah.
His trainer. Yeah, a lot was missing. But after Riddick Bowe, Holyfield, and there was another guy, Lennox Lewis, and there was one other guy, Riddick Bowe.
Evander Holyfield?
Yeah, I already said Holyfield, Lennox Lewis, Riddick Bowe, and there's one other guy. Those are the last ones we really talk about as far as heavyweights go.
Yeah, that's true.
After Tyson, obviously.
Yeah. Well, when we come back, we're not going to be discussing that. We're going to be discussing SEC football, specifically Tennessee football.
Oh, God.
You're listening to 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Reach out and smack someone. Call or text now. 850-215-6290. The Red 17 Studio Line. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. The Sports Blitz.
Overtime needs some changes. Let's just go to college overtime at this point.
Yeah, if you're going to give both teams possession, just give both teams possession. Take away the kickoff, take away the punt, and put the ball on the 40 and score.
Go. Just college.
I got an idea.
Let's hit it.
Why don't we have sudden death, make teams show up with their defense to win a game?
The Sports Blitz. Weekdays 11 to 1. ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with ESPN Northwest Florida. Here is your weather forecast on this Wednesday evening. As we head into tonight, a chance of thunderstorms and mostly clear sky, and a low of 80 with a gentle breeze out of the west-southwest at 10 miles per hour. For tomorrow morning, a possibility of thunderstorms and mostly sunshine and a temp near 87. In the afternoon and evening, possible thunderstorms and a high around. This weather forecast brought to you with Works of Northwest Florida. Thank you for listening to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Saturday, August 16th. Come to the Sneak Peek Land Sale at the Ranches at Creekside Preserve and get your gorgeous 20 to 50 plus acre estate in desirable Baldwin County on sale from only $139.9. That's right, get 20 to 50 plus acres in Baldwin County from just $139.9 with excellent financing available. Ranches at Creekside Preserve features private large acreage tracts with beautiful woodlands, rolling meadows, and a peaceful creek, all surrounded by pristine natural beauty and abundant wildlife. It's your opportunity to live in Baldwin County, Alabama, one of the fastest growing coastal counties in the U.S. due to low taxes and a low cost of living. Don't miss out. Come to the Sneak Peek Land Sale at the Ranches at Creekside Preserve and get your gorgeous 20 to 50 plus acre estate in desirable Baldwin County on sale from only $139.9. Call 877-888-1415 or visit CreeksidePreserveAL.com. CreeksidePreserveAL.com.
WGSX Lynn Haven WVLQ Port St. Joe. Powered by Panama City Toyota.
And that's out of the ballpark.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Every game matters, so don't miss a moment this summer as the Braves try to battle back in the standings.
Curveball swung on, belted, deep left field. Gone! Ronald Acuna Jr. 5-1 Atlanta.
Tonight, be here for another big division battle from Citi Field in New York as the Braves face off against Pete Alonso and the New York Mets.
Braves taking on the Mets in New York. Pregame 6 o'clock. First pitch 6:10. Your home for the Braves on the Gulf Coast. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Broadcasting from the CBC Construction Studios. Beyond the score. Beyond the headlines.
Double play.
Our coverage goes deep.
Highway robbery.
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Now back to the Afternoon Underdogs.
Man, I hate Tennessee. First of all, it's Tennessee. And I just hate them because they low down, they dirty, they some snitches. And I hate Philip Fulmer. I hate their colors. I'm not a dog person. I just hate Tennessee, man. Like, I hate Neyland Stadium. It looks like a garbage truck worker convention. And I hate all their quarterbacks. I hate Tennessee, man. I hate Tennessee more than I hate Auburn. I just dislike Auburn. I hate Tennessee. See, Tennessee's colors is that throw-up orange. It's not that orange that you can sit with. It's that puke inside of a pumpkin orange. And I don't like pumpkins. So I really don't like Tennessee, man. I can't stress that enough, man. And they losers. They sore losers because they're not Alabama. And I hate Tennessee, man.
And welcome back. You're listening to the Afternoon Underdogs with Paul Wilson here on 104.3 ESPN. Probably one of my most favorite videos that I've ever seen in my entire life. It's just it's a staple of my Alabama fanhood, just to hear him describe what we think about the old orange Tennessee. My funniest part about that was just for you, Brandon, by the way.
Funny.
Yeah.
I had to
so the funniest thing about it is that he said it looked like a garbage truck convention is Neyland Stadium. So either way, the Tennessee Volunteers. Now, if you remember the other day, we had one of my dad's friends call in. Ricky Smith. He's a huge Tennessee fan.
No, he's a good guy.
Loves them. And I was telling him about this time whenever him and my dad, they used to play softball, and Ricky wore an orange pair of pants and an orange shirt, and we all went out to eat at the restaurant, and you should have saw the people looking at him.
Looking like Ricky Fowler out there.
Oh, man, it was terrible. And just one of those things where, that I guess you call it burnt orange.
No, it's not.
Ugly.
It's not that. It's more Texas.
Texas is burnt orange.
Yeah.
Well, I call it, is it like ugly orange?
No, this is the correct orange.
No, what did I ask Ricky?
Pumpkin orange. If he was going to buy the checkerboard overalls.
Yeah,
he said that's on his next purchase.
List. Yeah.
Do you have any of those? Do you have any of those?
I don't have the overalls. No.
Oh man.
I don't have the overalls.
I think he's gonna have to.
I'll buy them. I'll wear them.
You'll have to buy them and wear them.
You'll probably wear no shirt underneath it too.
Yeah.
I mean, that's be the hillbilly Tennessee thing to do. Yeah, sounds about right.
But if we do, we'll have to have our buckets, so in case we need to throw up, watching you in that. So, oh gosh, he said it's the color of throw up in a pumpkin. That was great too.
Well, who's eating a pumpkin? What kind of hillbilly is this?
It's Alabama.
He's an Alabama
hillbilly.
Yeah.
So you'd never heard that before?
Throwing a pumpkin?
No. Have you ever heard that video before? Have you ever
I've never heard that video. Never.
Oh man, that's a great one. Yeah, no. That was like right before we played Tennessee.
Yeah, you usually see it about the third week of October. Third weekend of October.
Yeah.
It usually
it's
surfaces
worthy of
between.
Replay,
oh, it's probably got millions of views.
It gets run back and forth between the teams. It's one of those.
It was viral before there was a viral.
Where did Xavier Legette go to college? Do you know what I'm talking about? The Carolina Panthers guy?
Oh,
I don't know.
I think it's South Carolina.
Super country.
Listen, that guy's country.
Oh, yeah, I heard him.
He went to, I think he was a Gamecock.
Yeah, you're right.
And he's at the Panthers now, and boy, you hear his country accent, you're like, oh my God, you can't teach that.
It's thick.
That's worse than hee-haw.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
So when we talk about and when we look at the Tennessee Volunteers, Brandon, obviously the whole debacle of the offseason, we got to talk about it. We didn't really talk about it too much. Nico, and I like to say, I'm going to leave you. But realistically, he looked good at times. He wasn't very good against good competition.
No.
That was the biggest throw about him, is that he padded his stats against teams that wasn't very good, and he was at best mediocre against the good teams. Obviously, against Ohio State, he didn't look good at all.
Yeah, it's super weird. It's like at the beginning of the season, they let him go. I mean, you're gunslinging. I was like, all right, he's going to pick up where, Hendon left off. This is going to be a good offense.
Yeah.
5-star guy, young, super capable. And then we start getting to the meat of our schedule, and it started to be halfback draw and run here, and it's like 3rd and 6, and we're doing run up the middle, and it's like, what point did they see and lose confidence in him to where it just seemed like the whole offense changed?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what I feel. I feel like they handcuffed him toward the end of the season and didn't open up the playbook. Now, did they have their reasons? I don't know. I wasn't at their practices. I'm not in their film rooms. I'm a fan at home watching from the TV. However, it's what it seemed to me. I mean, he did well. I mean, 10-3 season.
Yeah.
But with him transferring to UCLA, we do have to fill that void. And I think a big reason why, we finished 8th in the poll last year. I mean, we're returning 8 starters on defense that started last year. Our defense is going to be solid again this year. But there are a lot of holes and a lot of question marks on the offensive end, and it starts with the quarterback position.
Yeah, when you look at, like, what they did with him, and I remember it just watching because I was like, man, this kid is legit. I was like, man, I wish we would have gotten him. But either way, when he started out really hot, started really good, and then you could tell, I don't know, but I'm like you, we wasn't at practice, but it looked like they started not having as much confidence in him.
That's exactly what it
in
was
his
like.
ability. And you know what it kind of mirrors? It mirrors the fact that the same way they did him was the same way it felt like with Jalen Milroe. You know, after we beat LSU and we ran Milroe up the middle, Milroe to the right, Milroe to the left, that seemed like that was going to be the way we move forward. And then if you stack the box, you saw that we lost to Oklahoma because Milroe couldn't throw. He couldn't get, all he was wanting to do is run the same plays. And then obviously when you watch the Michigan game, you see the same thing. But it's about the confidence in the quarterback. And then it's a definite, and especially when you're in the SEC. Now, if you were playing the ACC, if you were playing in any of those other conferences, even the Big Ten, I would say, Tennessee this year would be 1, 2, somewhere around there just because of having a great defense. Because when you return that many starters on defense, you should be able to lock some people down and be able to win some close ball games when your offense doesn't play that good. But the big thing for me is that Tennessee hasn't even named their starting quarterback yet. That sounds like an alarm going off for me as a normal college football fan. Is there a problem up there?
I wouldn't necessarily say a problem. I mean, Alabama just named their starting quarterback 2 days ago, so let's not get.
We did do that.
Let's not get too overboard here. But no, we have 3 really candidates for quarterback. The leading candidates, Joey Aguilar. He's the guy from Appy State, the guy that come from UCLA. Basically, a trade with Nico is what it seemed like at the college level. But he's the leading candidate, I think, just because of his experience. He's been around. We got 2 other guys. We got a redshirt freshman, Jake Merklinger. He was a 4-star recruit coming out of high school. He's slinging it pretty good. A big emerger is George McIntyre. He's a true freshman. He's coming into camp super accurate, and his knowledge of the game, just from what I'm reading, he's picking up the offense very quickly. So how soon he'll get an opportunity, I'm not sure. He's a 5-star recruit in the home state of Tennessee. So he's a kid who wants to be there. He's been a Tennessee fan his whole life. So that's a guy that I think at some point will become the starter there.
Yeah, and Aguilera is one of those guys again that we see that comes on the scene, and you have to wonder if he's going to be a guy that has a second year, third year that's a really good year. You know what I mean? Because the biggest thing for college football is to be able to have an experienced quarterback, because most of the time you usually don't win a national title. You don't win a bunch of games with an inexperienced quarterback. Look at last year. You had Will Howard, played a lot of football games, won. Obviously, that could be one. Real quick, just so you know, on our Red 7T's phone line, Lynn Haven Rob reached out and said Inmate Orange is the exact color for the Tennessee Volunteers. Rob, I will have to agree with you, my friend. That is going to be this year's calling for the color of Tennessee, especially on Wednesdays when we have Tennessee Brandon in here with us. So, Rob, thank you, man. You get a big kudos from us over here at the Underdogs. Thank you, man. But when you do look at it, when you see the quarterback position meaning so much now in college football, it's always been a big deal. But do you feel like with his experience and his being able to navigate through, App State, not a, Power 5 team, but that's still, you don't have to be. I mean, Joe Burrow didn't, he was just a backup at Ohio State, came in, looked like trash one year, the next year won a national title, looked like the best college football player ever. You know what I mean?
The players around him had a lot to do with that as well.
Of course they did. But, and that's where, I think with looking at Tennessee, that's what you've got to ask yourself. Do you have the weapons?
Do we have the players to surround him?
So who do you have at running back? Who's somebody that we need to look out for? Are they going to be a big bruiser? Or they got anybody that's quick?
Yeah, we've got two guys, Peyton Lewis, who behind Dylan Sampson last year. Dylan Sampson rushed for almost 1,500 yards and 22 touchdowns last year. That's the kind of production we're having to trying to replace. I mean, 22 touchdowns.
Yeah.
I mean, that's unreal. That's on the ground, in the air. He did it all. That's where most of our offense run through. So we're trying to replace that production. So we've got a sophomore running back, Peyton Lewis, who's in line to take over the backfield, and Deshaun Bishop, who is another offensive running back who will get some critical snaps in there as well. So there are a bunch of question marks on our offense, to be quite honest with you. There's, like I said, there are a lot of holes that we're filling. I mean, we have our offensive line, I think, is coming back. We have Cody Mace. He's a fifth-year senior. He's our center. He is the rock of our offensive line.
Yeah.
Guys follow him. He is the leader. So I'm not necessarily worried about that. I think the protection for the quarterback is going to be there. It's really just kind of deciding who's going to be in that starting position, who can start gelling with the offense and building that chemistry, because right now I do think it hurts going through all this camp not knowing who the starter is.
Yeah. Was Mays, did he go to Georgia or was being recruited by Georgia and then he flipped or something? Or did he go to Alabama? That name sounds really familiar. I don't know about him. I'd have to look him up. But
You'd have to look. I feel like he's been a Tennessee guy he may have been recruited by many because he was a high recruit, but he's been at Tennessee for a long time.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like that name sounds so familiar. I think he might have went to Georgia first or not. I
mean, he's been around for 5 or 6 years.
I think he flipped.
You probably heard it. Yeah, no doubt.
I think he flipped him. Now, what do you guys think about Heupel, though? I mean, Heupel, to me, is that offensive mind, but then you watched him last year with Nico, as we talked about, and, you started to think, man, maybe he's not the guy that we thought he was, because I thought he was more of a Lane Kiffin type of styled offensive guru mind. I mean, I just thought he was, because he did really good at his other stops with the offense.
Yeah, he did.
And then whenever you had Nico... Now, so I don't know. Is Aguilar is he more of a drop back passer, or is he will he run around a lot?
I would say he's more of a passer. He's got that dual threat capability, but I mean, it's not on an elite level. I'm not going to sit here and brag about it that he's going to be a Jalen Milroe.
No, I'm not laughing at him. I'm thinking about the guys at LSU talking about Nussmeier being a dual threat, and I'm like, come on, because they clocked him as some crazy mile per hour thing, and I was like, really, come on.
Yeah, no.
I mean, just because you run fast doesn't make you a dual threat. I mean, it's your cerebralness, knowing when to do it, how to do it.
Like Shadur Sanders in the pros, like he's holding on to the ball too long. That's his number one problem.
That was his number one problem in college.
Yeah, same deal. So when you talk about that defense though from Tennessee, in the SEC, you've got to be able to control the line of scrimmage. Like, you've got to be able to not have to blitz your linebackers to get and I'll just be able to tell you, last year's Alabama defense just so frustrated me, because the only time they could put pressure on the quarterback for the most time is when they blitzed from the linebacker position, which what does that do? That leaves you one-on-one somewhere, and somebody's wide open most of the time. And so that's going to be the big point for Tennessee, and with them having 8 returning starters on that defensive front, they were good last year. Now, they didn't look good against Ohio State, but that was because they put them in a bad situation on the offense by turning the ball over, by giving them the short field, all of those things. So as long as Aguilar protects the ball, we're going to go ahead and say he's probably going to be the starter.
He could be, I mean, we would be halfway decent if he can just be a game manager. I know that is a term that goes around in football where it's not so great. A game manager, just don't let the game get out of the control. It is your job to make sure you don't turn over the ball.
Yeah.
Make sure we're getting first downs. Make sure we're putting points on the board, whether that's field goals, touchdowns, etc. Manage the game in a way where you don't lose the game.
Yeah.
Long story short, that's really what a game manager is. Keep yourself in the game. Don't turn the ball over.
How many national titles did Peyton Manning win?
That'd be 0.
Okay.
How many times did he beat Florida?
0.
All right. Then
y'all gonna let me answer these terrible questions?
How many national championships did Greg McElroy win? 1. How many national championships did A.J. McCarron win? 2.
Game managers.
Yeah. So this whole game manager crap, garbage, you can say what you want, but does it produce winning football? And if it produces winning football, sign me up. You can have the NFL-style quarterback all you want, but if you're taking the loss, then that doesn't help my team win. So realistically, if you want to look at it that way, okay, fine. Give me the greatest quarterback ever. Give me a Garrett Nussmeier who's looking at trying to be the #1 draft pick in the whole NFL next year, running 21.4 miles an hour at practice.
I think the number was like 24 point something. It was shocking how fast it was. And I was thinking that, everybody runs faster than that. Then I had to look it up, and I was like, oh, my God, only track runners run faster than that.
I mean, so he's the fastest guy on the team.
Come on.
He can't be running
Who
that
was running the
fast.
clock?
No way.
Who was shooting him?
I don't know. But, like, Usain Bolt's like 27.9.
Well, I've seen
and I was
Nussmeier.
shocked. I thought it was like 30. I thought somebody had run 30 at
Well,
least.
Nussmeier, he can't get away from me if I'm if I'm blitzing.
Yeah.
He didn't look very fast. He didn't get us out of the pocket. He's not a dual
You
threat.
know what, though? You know how they were always talking about Oklahoma quarterbacks, this one, and then that one played, and this one played, and all that? Well, if Burrow won, and then Jaden Daniels won, if Nussmeier turns out, that's 3 quarterbacks in a row.
Yeah.
Who's going to be looking good? It's going to be LSU's producing, quarterbacks.
QB University.
They're going to be the new QB University, which the Hurricanes were back in the 80s,
Yeah.
Florida State really wasn't doing too well. I mean, the Charlie Ward, your Chris Winkie, there's the other guy in between there. There's another guy.
Well, you had Rob Johnson come out of there, too.
Come out of there.
But then you looked at Florida. Florida had Werfel. And who else? Who did he? I mean, obviously Tebow,
jogging my memory.
But you had
Walsh. No, Walsh was he was a Hurricane.
Yeah, Walsh was a Hurricane.
Toretta was a Hurricane. Man, the Hurricanes. Oh my God.
Yeah, don't get started. You're going to have our guy.
Bama really hasn't, other than Kenny Stabler and Joe Namath. That's the two.
Yeah,
and
Kenny
then after
Stabler,
that,
no
it's a
Joe
big
Namath.
drop off.
But now we still got 3 quarterbacks in the NFL right now. You got Mac Jones, Tua Tagovailoa, and Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
So I mean, when you look at it, whatever they want to say about this whole QBU and RBU.
I mean, how many Tennessee quarterbacks are in the NFL right now? Hendon Hooker's a backup.
Hendon Hooker's a backup.
And then the other one that came after.
Milton. He's now with the Dallas Cowboys.
That's a shame to be that quick to change teams, though. That's not a good situation.
Well, Jerry Jones said yesterday something that he's
like one of the most electric things he's seen on the practice field.
Yeah.
But Joe Milton, that's him. He's amazing on the practice field.
And he'll
throw the ball 100 yards. He'll do he'll throw it and do a backflip and do this and do that, and then game time comes around.
Yeah, he can't fit it in the window.
He just overthrew the ball. Not very accurate, poor decision making, throwing in the double coverage.
So let's talk about Tennessee's schedule. When you said meat of the schedule, I had to look it up because I couldn't remember if they played A&M last year or this year. They don't. So when you talk about meat of the schedule, last year after they lost to Arkansas, they returned to form and they beat Florida in overtime, and then they beat Bama in back-to-back games.
Yep.
So I guess that's your meat of your schedule. I'm not laughing too much, but I'm just laughing a little bit because the meat of your schedule's Florida and Bama. And Florida, if they didn't do what they did at the end of the year, it wouldn't have been impressive at that point in the season. And in Georgia, you play at, like 4 weeks later.
Yeah,
now, this
our
year
schedule's a little more spread out this year. We have Georgia week 3. Then we have Alabama 3rd week of October.
Yep.
So September is Georgia, middle of October is Bama,
November
and Florida got pushed all the way into November.
Yeah.
So your 3 teams that you've got on your schedule are completely separated.
But who are the other ones? They don't play Auburn, they don't play LSU, they don't play South Carolina.
We've got Arkansas, we've got Oklahoma. We've got
a bunch of losers.
Mississippi State.
Let's just say there's just those 3 teams: Florida, Bama, and Georgia. Because they're up here and everyone else is down here. Unless you consider Arkansas to have a good year.
Hold on, time out.
Oklahoma.
Time out. Who'd you say were losers? So you said Arkansas, loser.
Oklahoma,
and who else?
Mississippi State.
Mississippi State, they're a complete loser.
Yeah.
Kentucky.
Do not play Kentucky.
Vanderbilt then.
Vanderbilt.
So that's 4. And there's one more.
Hold on now.
Conference.
Vanderbilt's probably going to be decent this year. He's doing pretty good up there.
Dude, do not do that.
He's going to do better.
Hey, you better hope they don't do better.
They're not going to do better.
You better hope
us.
they don't do any better than last year.
We're going to spank them.
Okay.
And you go ahead and put it down.
It's going to be revenge in Tuscaloosa.
We're going to be spanking.
It'll be a blood.
The crowd's going to be.
Paul is going to get his own revenge.
The crowd will never be up for a Vanderbilt game like they will be.
Could you imagine
this year.
them coming in?
Yeah.
And
so let me run through the scenario now, because you're not playing Bama or Georgia next year, right? You're not.
Man, I'll be honest with you. I'm not.
You know who you're playing next
seeing
year?
Our 26 schedule.
Texas.
Yeah.
Texas A&M, LSU,
Perfect.
Ole Miss.
Let's go.
That's crazy.
LSU, I'm not too worried
Their
about.
schedule is going to be up next year.
Oklahoma,
sure, you drop off the
and-
top two teams, maybe. I don't want to say. Well, we'll say Bama is number 2.
I'd be more pumped.
They're number 3 right now in the rankings because Georgia and Texas are above them.
Right.
But next year's schedule with Texas A&M, Ole Miss, and LSU, the schedule is going to be harder next year.
Well, Battle of the UTs. That's going to be a good one. The University of Tennessee, University of Texas.
So you better hope that schedule next year with half your SEC opponents being those 4.
LSU will probably drop off because they'll have to go with a new quarterback. You don't know if they're going to have the same coach. You don't know if they're going to be bringing in somebody new.
We went in the Baton Rouge and won. Not too worried about that game.
A&M, they're probably, to me, the more scarier team. If Arch Manning comes out, has a great year, leaves.
He's coming back. No, he's coming back.
I know. That's what Dad said or Grandpa said.
They said he might play all the year.
Who knows? Who knows?
Next year, it'll be next year.
But what if he ain't even that guy? What if he turns out not to be the guy?
He's going to make more in college than he will in
What
the
if-
NFL.
he'll make more in the NFL.
If he was a number 1, yeah.
And if he comes out just the name, he'll be number 1. And especially if he does anything.
If he does good.
That's one, the disparagement. We talked about this before. About how some teams have a light schedule and then next year they're
swapped.
They're
turned
screwed.
up. They turned up on the because
and
Ole
Tennessee
Miss
is one of them.
And Ole Miss will be one of those teams that are going to be good. Because they'll have that second year. Austin Simmons will be back for his second year.
And then the Longhorns, because all they play is Georgia and A&M this year. Oh, man, next year? Oh, they're screwed. Bama, LSU, Ole Miss. And they're going to be playing Texas A&M.
Yeah. So,
And Florida.
When you look at it,
come on. Oh, no, actually, they play Florida this year. That's right. Never mind. It won't be playing Florida next year.
And Florida's already being looked at as being one of the tough teams. Did they play at the Swamp? That's the other thing.
Yeah.
Swamp's hard. Swamp's hard to play at.
Swamp's very hard to go down and win in.
So, when you look at Tennessee, based off their schedule, they've got an opportunity to make some noise. They got an opportunity to make it into the college football playoff. That's really the goal. I get it. They want to win the SEC. You don't want to ever lose games. But what you want to do is you want to be top 12. You want to get that call. You want to be in the game. You want to be in that college football playoff so that you can make some noise and see what happens. But looking at them, obviously, Alabama naming their quarterback. Tennessee hasn't yet.
Yeah.
If they don't name them, when will you start getting nervous? A week away? 2 weeks away? Surely they're going to name him soon, right? A lot of teams are going to start.
The thing is, if they're naming him a week away, I think before that the team already knows.
They already know. That's them holding their cards back.
It's when
they're holding their cards back saying, guess what? They don't know what we're doing. And then bam, and then they're like,
and
do
something
that.
tells me, it's hard to be in that building and kind of not have a lead on who's going to be where. I think the team's got a good idea. It's when we're going to know. We're going to make a big deal about it. We're going to say it's going to cause some problems.
Let me tell you.
In-house, I would like to hope and assume that they have an idea.
Yeah.
I would like to have some faith.
Well, let me run a little scenario by you. If Tennessee hadn't pulled the 9 seed and were playing the 8 seed Ohio State in the first round last year, and they had won a playoff game, we would be thinking differently about the Volunteers right now.
Probably.
Yeah, 100%.
Probably.
Yep.
They would have probably got a different poll too.
Let's say they even got a home game. Let's say they weren't the 9, they were 8. Not that they're playing Ohio State. We're hoping they're not playing them. But
if we played Ohio State, we weren't going to win that game. I just straight up.
That Ohio State was ready.
Yeah,
they were ready.
It's
almost like they sleptwalked through the Michigan game and then they had a big break.
They peaked at the right time. That's what they did.
It was like basketball.
Yeah.
They peaked at the right time.
This is not an Ohio State show, so
we're not.
Moving.
We'll trash them later.
We'll all trash them. We'll keep moving. But when we come back from the break, we're going to be discussing the new coaching changes going on in the SEC. You're listening to 104.3 ESPN, Northwest Florida.
Call or text in now on the Red 7T studio line. 850-215-6290. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Anthony Richardson injured for the Colts, and I don't want to give up on Anthony Richardson. He's too young with so much talent there. But he makes it difficult. He makes it difficult to go, okay, we're going to have to wait a little while longer for Anthony Richardson. talent is there. I don't know how you put it all together.
It's the Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings from 9 till 11. ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with ESPN Northwest Florida. Here is your weather forecast on this Wednesday evening. As we head into tonight, a chance of thunderstorms and mostly clear sky, and a low of 80 with a gentle breeze out of the west-southwest at 10 miles per hour. For tomorrow morning, a possibility of thunderstorms and mostly sunshine and a temp near 87. In the afternoon and evening, possible thunderstorms and a high around 89. This weather forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for listening to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Golf is a game that should be fun, but to have the most fun, you need to play your best. That's where the experts at Golf Plus come in. Their friendly staff will guide you through the buying process, answer all your questions, and can help with any repairs you need along the way. Golf Plus is your custom fitting, club repair, and golf retail shop. Golf Plus staff is non-commissioned and will work with you to find the best product for your game, just like they've been doing since 1988. Golf Plus in Panama City Beach. Fitting, repair, retail. That's Golf Plus.
Krispy Kreme has a lot going on in August. Top on the agenda is the Crocs collaboration, featuring a limited edition of Krispy Kreme Crocs Classic Clogs. Krispy Kreme is offering a special dozen, featuring 3 fan-favorite donuts inspired by Crocs collaboration. And you can make the start of school a sweet celebration, too, with a trip to Krispy Kreme Donuts in front of HCA Hospital, 23rd Street, Panama City, and on the Ross Clark Circle in Dothan. Krispy Kreme Donuts since 1937, where you get them hot.
Transmitting from the CBC Construction Studio. Chop on, Braves fans.
That is gone!
Since 2017, your home for the Atlanta Braves on the Gulf Coast. Now back to the Afternoon Underdogs. ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is the Afternoon Underdogs with Paul Wilson here at 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Don't forget to call. Don't forget to text the Red 7T's phone line, 850-215-6290. It's 5:30. It's after the hump day. You finished your work. Now it's time to play. We're going to be talking a lot about some things, but I want to real quick go over one of our great sponsors, AutoNation Ford in Panama City. If you're looking for a new vehicle, go see those guys because they've got brand new vehicles. They got brand new deals going on over there. They're rolling out the inventory. And if you want to, you can go over there and see some of their used vehicles too. They've got every brand, almost every make and model. Go check those guys out at AutoNation Ford in Panama City and tell them Paul Wilson sent you. Also, don't forget, we're giving away tickets to every single Jacksonville Jaguar home game this season. Keep listening for more details to win your pair of tickets to see Jaguars, Sunshine, Travis Hunter at Everbank Stadium at 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. I tell you guys, I wouldn't mind going down there in Duval and seeing some of that game. I believe they got some. They're going to have some fireworks down there this year. It's going to be a good season for them Jaguars. Now, guys, we had something happen over the week that we need to talk about. We haven't discussed it a lot because we just kind of wanted to stomach it, to look at it. The AP poll has come out, the top 25, and a lot of the things that are in there are the same as the coaches poll, but there are a lot of different ones. I noticed something different for your Tennessee Volunteers. The AP has got them ranked number 24.
Yeah, not great. I mean, it is what it is. I've talked about all the question marks, and I mean, what's the difference between being ranked 18th and 24th at this point? We are way up there and have a lot to prove. Obviously, as fans with question marks, there are other outsiders with a lot of question marks. It's going to be week 3 when we play Georgia after we get past Syracuse in our second, little game that we usually, a filler game that we play. That's what we're really going to see. If we can win or even keep that game close in some type of competition, we'll really be able to see what we're made of. But until then, I mean, just leave us up there. Let us prove something.
They've moved it around a little bit. Ohio State's different. I think Georgia might be a little different than the coaches poll. But for the most part, the top 10 are the top 10. There's one team on there that I don't have any faith in, I don't have any confidence in, and that's number 11, Arizona State. I don't think that Scatterbo leaving is going to really be beneficial for them for this year. They talk about, we got a returning quarterback. Yes, you do, but when you had Scatterbo in the backfield, when you had him catching passes, when you had him rushing from straight off center, the RPO doesn't work unless you've got a threat at running back. And unless they found the second coming of Scatterbo, I don't think that Arizona State's going to have much. If you're telling me that Arizona State's going to be able to beat one of those top 15 teams that's in there, like your Illinois, South Carolina, maybe Michigan, I don't think so. Maybe Florida, I would say yes. But Arizona State, get them out of the top 12. They don't need to be there.
The problem is they don't have to beat Michigan or Florida. You know why? Because they don't play them in the
They don't play nobody.
Yeah, play Big 12.
Big 12.
So they get one team in last year because Iowa State was a 3-loss team as soon as they lost the conference championship, and they were out.
They were out, yeah.
And so, I mean, I think they could slip 2 teams in.
Who?
The Big 12?
The Big 12.
No.
Absolutely.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Who else? Who
Well,
from the Big 12?
Kansas State and Utah.
No. Utah? No. Because they're not going to be any good.
Well, it ain't Colorado because I don't believe in Dion. Sorry.
Yeah.
You know? It's definitely not TCU. Sonny Dykes, great coach, but he didn't have the players.
Kansas State's probably going to be the one.
Baylor might even lose to Auburn
even
this
make
season.
the top 25 here?
No.
Who's that? Utah? Yeah,
no, they're not. Kansas State's probably got the best shot.
What about Iowa State?
No. He always seems to lose when he wasn't supposed to.
Big game.
It just seems like, yeah. So out of the top 12, let's pull it. Yeah, out of the top 12, who's your biggest, as you've seen the AP poll, as you've seen the coaches poll, they've pretty much stayed the same, pretty close.
Similar.
Who do you think in the top 12 shouldn't be there and why?
Illinois.
Why?
Hadn't proved nothing.
What do you mean?
I can't even name players that came from there.
It doesn't matter. You can name one person that came from there, Brett Bielema. And go ahead and put it down. The Fighting Illini of Illinois is going to have a great season. I'm buying them. I'm saying they're going to be better. They're going to be probably do you have their schedule?
So you can name their coach because they went to Wisconsin and Arkansas before this, so they're a name. Lovie Smith was the coach either before that or the person before that. I can name him too, but he sucked at the Bears and the Jaguars. Is that where he went?
No.
Where was he went?
He went. I thought he went to college.
All right, so
no, he went to pros for 1 year. It was the Jacksonville Jaguars after he was at Illinois.
here's their schedule right here. They got Western Illinois week 1.
Okay, wait. Let's just not look at all those cruddy teams because I know they're not playing Oregon, and I know.
Do you think they're going to go to Duke and win?
Yeah. Oh yeah. They'll dominate Duke. Yeah,
as tough as they've been the last couple of years.
Yeah, but they lost their coach.
I think they'll
lost their quarterback.
Okay, I see that they're not playing Oregon and not playing Penn State. Illinois is not playing.
Okay, so
they're playing Ohio State. They're playing USC, and they're playing Washington. That's 3 losses, and you're out.
They're not going to lose to USC. They're not going to lose to Washington.
Okay,
you can't name one player from Washington.
No, not anymore.
That's what I'm saying.
They're going to go
and
on
their coach is at Alabama, so
they'll beat Wisconsin.
They have to go into Indiana.
They'll
play them.
Now that might be the game that they may not win.
He's a good coach. Yeah, I've seen the way he coaches.
He's
People
good.
like to play for him.
Illinois, if they beat Indiana, they're going to be in. Watch, they'll be your
at 10-2.
Yeah,
at 10-2.
Oh yeah, they'll be in. Yeah,
so because they lose to Ohio State. That's a gimme. Oh, wow. My God, I got some money here. I'm not saying I'm betting, but I might be betting here.
What was the score of the Ohio State-Illinois game last year? Do you remember?
I don't think they played.
Did they play?
Let me look it up.
Yeah, you got to look it up because I'm not sure. Because I'm telling you, I'm buying Illinois this year, guys. You can say what you want. I'm buying them.
Okay, they did not play Ohio State last year. They lost to Oregon, Minnesota, and Penn State last year. They lost 3 games.
Okay, so they lost to Minnesota, Penn State, and Oregon, right?
Minnesota, man.
He rode the boat. What's his name up there?
You know, when Minnesota is one of the worst schedules in the nation, and the Golden Gophers still can't get it together.
Yeah, I know. You're right.
Awful.
Hey, real quick, just so you know, one of our callers texted in on the Red 7T's phone line. Corey, thank you for that. He was a coach in Tampa, not Jacksonville. Lovie Smith?
I thought he was 1 year in the AFC, and I want to say it was Jacksonville.
Yeah,
I'll look it up.
He said Tampa. So anyway, so you're saying to me Oregon, Penn State, Indiana.
Ohio State.
Okay, Oregon, Ohio State, and Indiana. Right? That's the three.
Penn State, Ohio State, Indiana, and you're leaving out Oregon? So you're saying there's 3 teams and not 4 teams from the Big Ten?
No, I'm saying...
who they play.
Who they play.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
They play Penn State, Indiana, USC, and Washington.
Okay.
They don't play Ohio State or Oregon.
Okay, so they don't play Ohio State and they don't play Oregon.
Yeah.
I think this year is going to be a down year for Oregon. I don't think they're going to do what they did last year because of the quarterback
So it
position.
doesn't matter because they're not playing them.
Right, but I'm saying it will matter due to being able to get in the playoff because they're not going to allow, there's going to be so many teams in the SEC getting in that there's not going to be a lot.
I think a 3-loss SEC team's getting in over a 2-loss Big 12 team.
It just depends. Yes, for sure.
It depends who it is, if it's Indiana or Illinois.
Well, he said Big 12.
Big 12?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They get one. You get one Big 12.
You might do. Does a 3-loss Big 12 team get in?
No.
A 3-loss Big what?
Big 12.
No way.
No
way. Big 10, yes.
Big 10 possible, just depending on how bad the SEC beats themselves
it depends on, a couple of things. Who it is and what their schedule was. And how they lost, too.
Yeah, that would be true. But I'm just telling you, they've got that opportunity. They beat Indiana and then just lose to Penn State close.
Oh.
They might be in.
Oh, yeah, obviously. But they still have to beat Wisconsin, Washington, and USC.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
That's ifs. These are all ifs.
Lovie Smith was an assistant with the Texans after he come back.
I thought he was a coach for the Tech in that division.
Well, I mean, he's assistant coach, but not the head coach.
I thought he was a head coach.
No, he was assistant. Thank you, Corey, for setting Jeff straight on that.
I knew he was over there because people were whining and crying racism.
Oh, they were?
Like, really? Come on, guys.
So if you look at that to me, though, Illinois is the team to buy, I think. I'm buying them. I don't think Indiana's going to redo what they did last year. So you don't like Illinois either? No? So both of you are out?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well.
Illinois is way out.
Okay.
I was a little surprised, and, you brought up the mention. I said Texas Tech should not be, 23?
Yeah.
They shouldn't be ranked. You're saying money. I'm saying, well, you know what? You don't have players, and all you got is money. You're not going to win anything.
Yeah.
You could pay all the fans to be in the stands and yell their heads off, but guess what? If you have the players on the field, you're going to not be there. And so Texas Tech is out of my book. And Oklahoma being, 18?
Yeah, 18.
I mean, they're ahead of they're ahead of Tennessee and Ole Miss. Ole Miss is 21.
Y'all hear about their quarterback controversy?
No.
About their quarterback gambling, their Venmo payment?
Yes. Yeah, we need to talk about that. Mateer, he's
came from the West Coast.
Yeah.
Now, this was like a couple, in 22. It's been a few years, but they're surfacing and coming in hot. And
what an idiot. On Venmo, he's putting what he gambled.
And it had a specific game labeled to it.
Well, he was saying that it was all a joke in between him and some friends.
But then he made it private.
Yeah, they made it private.
Then he erased it.
That is guilt.
But then if you look at it now, college football, NCAA is now actually actively looking into it. So this is a problem for the Oklahoma Sooners over there.
I mean, he could miss half the games if they, quote unquote, convict him of actually doing what they say he did.
I think he might be kicked off the team.
Probably. The school may do that to save face. But I was hearing something about being suspended half the season potentially.
So then what does Oklahoma?
Not Oregon. Oregon suspends people for a few games and then brings them back.
So does Michigan.
Oklahoma does not do that.
Yeah. So what does Oklahoma do?
They suspend him. He's off the team.
No, I'm saying, so what do they do now they don't have a quarterback?
Oh,
what do they do?
They have other backups. I'm not too worried about it because I wasn't worried about him to begin with.
So are they? So you're saying no on Oklahoma being
18 ahead of Ole Miss and Texas A&M and Tennessee? Oh, come on, that's crazy talk, man. What'd you do last year? You beat Bama. That's it.
Right.
You only scored 24. It wasn't that impressive. I mean, you held the 3, but I don't care. I'd still no. Oklahoma, Texas Tech, Illinois might be the 3 worst takes.
Oklahoma's got a hard schedule next year, too.
So the Red 17's phone line is blowing up. Texas Tech has one of the easiest nation's schedules. They've got the easiest schedule.
Because they play in a crud conference. You were talking about ACC bad yesterday. I'll talk smack about the Big 12 right behind it. And you know what? I put the question to you yesterday. I said the ACC is better than the Big 12. And you didn't deny it. You know that the ACC is better than the Big 12.
They will be this year because Miami's going to be good.
The year before.
Clemson's going to be good.
The last time, even with Texas and Oklahoma, the Big 12 still wasn't better than the ACC for, I don't even know, 16, 17 years. It's been a long time.
Well, the only reason why they were the better because of Clemson. If you took Clemson out of there, just like whenever
Florida
Ohio
State had to run before Clemson.
Yeah, but not long. It wasn't. It was just like Jimbo was Jimbo. Win good one year, not so good the next.
Yeah.
But who else are you looking at? Who else do you think that's in there?
Who in the ACC?
That you would say no, just in the
Big 12
on the AP poll that we're looking at.
No,
do you think anybody else?
Everybody else kind of pretty much belongs.
See, I'm not buying SMU. SMU was just a show from last year. I don't think they're going to be anything this year. I think
not as high as they are.
No.
What are they?
They're
15 or something?
16.
16.
Yeah,
okay.
They're 16.
Ashley's not.
So you know the one that's magically disappeared, right?
Who?
Boise State.
They're 25.
Oh, they are?
No.
Yeah, they're 25.
really?
Yeah, they made it.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past SMU.
See, Texas
too
Tech
fast.
got bumped to 23 on the AP rather than the Coaches Poll. Coaches Poll had Texas Tech at 25.
Oh.
And they've got them over here at 23.
I retract my statement. Boise State has not been admitted. They're 25.
Yeah. But that, again, when you look at it, you got Ole Miss is under A&M, Oklahoma, Florida, South Carolina, LSU, Alabama, Georgia, and Texas. So they're saying basically seventh best team in college or in the SEC.
In the SEC.
Ole Miss with their new coach. With their new quarterback, who they said. Okay, so timeout.
Now they did finish fifth,
right?
Technically,
all because of the Kentucky loss. You take away the Kentucky loss.
They lost to Kentucky, LSU, and Georgia. No, they beat Georgia.
They beat Georgia.
Oh, my God.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. You take away.
I don't remember who their losses.
You take away the Kentucky loss. You take away the Kentucky loss.
They were in the playoffs.
They're in the playoffs. Yeah. So you're talking about a possibility of a letdown, of 1 week letdown that lost the opportunity to play in the playoffs.
Yeah.
But then now you're saying they're the seventh best team. Now, he said, Ole Miss, Lane Kiffin, he said that this guy looks like, throws like, but is more athletic than Tua Tagovailoa. And that was his coach at Alabama. So
that's who he's comparing the new quarterback.
Austin Simmons. Yep. Converted baseball player.
Freshman.
Is he a freshman?
Is he a freshman?
I don't know.
I think he's I think he's a sophomore.
Okay.
Been in the program.
Okay.
Very athletic, but good. But listen, when we come back, we're going to talk about some of this coaching stuff that's been going on. There's a new coach coming to the SEC, and it's probably coming next year. You're listening to the Afternoon Underdogs at 104.3 ESPN, Northwest Florida.
Call in now.
This is Touchstone Service.
The Red 70s studio line is open.
Demonstrate how to make a call with your dial telephone.
850-215-6290. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Colin Cowherd. Dak is the Honda Civic of this league. You never have to worry about getting to work. It will not break down, right? Like, his floor is very high. I think you'd be surprised how many games Dak has won when he's healthy. He has an incredibly high floor. You don't have to worry about silliness. He's an excellent leader.
The Herd with Colin Cowherd.
Weekdays at 1.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Saturday, August 16th. Come to the Sneak Peek Land Sale at the Ranches at Creekside Preserve and get your gorgeous 20 to 50 plus acre estate in desirable Baldwin County on sale from only $139.9. That's right, get 20 to 50 plus acres in Baldwin County from just $139.9 with excellent financing available. Ranches at Creekside Preserve features private large acreage tracts with beautiful woodlands, rolling meadows, and a peaceful creek, all surrounded by pristine natural beauty and abundant abundant wildlife. It's your opportunity to live in Baldwin County, Alabama, one of the fastest growing coastal counties in the U.S. due to low taxes and a low cost of living. Don't miss out. Come to the Sneak Peek Land Sale at the ranches at Creekside Preserve and get your gorgeous 20 to 50 plus acre estate in desirable Baldwin County on sale from only $139.9. Call 877-888-1415 or visit CreeksidePreserveAL.com. CreeksidePreserveAL.com.
Every game matters, so don't miss a moment this summer as the Braves try to battle back in the standings.
Curveball swung on, belted, deep left field. Gone! Ronald Acuna Jr. 5-1 Atlanta.
Tonight, be here for another big division battle from Citi Field in New York as the Braves face off against Pete Alonso and the New York Mets.
Braves taking on the Mets in New York. Pregame 6 o'clock, first pitch 6:10. Your home for the Braves on the Gulf Coast, ESPN Northwest Florida.
You found us inside the CBC Construction Studios. It's real and it starts now. Back to the Afternoon Underdogs on the Sports Talk Monster. ESPN Northwest Florida.
And you are live here at the CBC Construction Studio. The Afternoon Underdogs with Paul Wilson here at 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. We're about to be done here, but we've got some time, and this is the perfect time to be talking about Chucky. We're talking about John Gruden. He talked about yesterday or this past week that he wants to coach, but not only does he want to coach, he wants to coach in the SEC. Now, we've got to look at it, guys, because I think there's a chance, there's a big chance that he's going to have his opportunity. Now, we're going to go through the coaches real quick. Kirby Smart of the Georgia Bulldogs, Steve Sarkisian, Kalen DeBauer, Lane Kiffin, Shane Beamer, Brian Kelly, Eli Drinkowitz, I call him Dorkowitz, Josh Heupel, Mike Elko, Clark Lee, Billy Napier, Mark Stoops, Brent Venables, Hugh Freeze, Sam Pittman. Is that it? Jeff Leby. There we go. Got all 16. Now, Jeff, out of all of those coaches, number one question, who's on the hot seat to you today? If they don't win this year.
Well, it's definitely Mississippi State's coach. Yeah.
Levy?
Yeah.
Okay. And who else?
He's gone.
Give me
he's
two.
Gone. I'm not even going to say hot seat. I'm just saying he's gone.
So his first year there, they're going to fire him right off the bat.
No. He's already been there.
Has he been there?
Yeah.
I thought he's only been there for 1 year.
This is his second year.
Second year.
Well,
he went 2-10.
Second full year because he was interim coach when Leach died.
When Leach passed.
Yeah. His debut season, he went 2-10.
Okay. 2-10. So losing season, he's gone.
Losing season? He might go 2-10 again.
Okay.
3-9. Okay, he goes 3-9.
All right, 3-9. Okay.
He goes 3-9, he's out.
Who's next?
Stoops at Kentucky.
Stoops
and
at Kentucky.
I know what you're thinking. It's a basketball school. They let a lot of stuff slide. There's only so much you can, when Vanderbilt passes you up, it's a grave.
So Vanderbilt's past UK?
In football, yeah. If they do it again this year, it's done deal.
It's done deal. Stoops is gone.
I don't care if your brother was, Moses. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
All right, Brandon, you got two coaches to pick. Who is on the hot seat?
I want to go Hugh Freeze with the Auburn Tigers.
Okay.
I mean, we've got 2 consecutive years of no playoff contentions. The fans down there are getting restless. You've got boosters ready to spend whatever amount of money, rumor is around $17 million, to just buy him out. Start over, let's get somebody in there. So I really think if they don't have any type of successful season, he's definitely on the hot seat.
All right. Who else? Number 2.
One of my rivals. It's going to be the Florida Gators, Billy Napier.
Oh, Billy.
Yeah, he's going on his fourth year here. He has not met the Florida Gators' expectations. Playing them every year. I know what they expect. I mean, they're a team who historically has won, and they have not done that with him there. So
what do they expect? Do they expect 8-4 and better, or 9-3 and better?
Well, kind of like where it. How Georgia fired Mark Richt after having 10-win seasons. At some point, you've got to do something different. 8-3 ain't going to every